What a shot on the one-timer by Marco Santana, set up by DJ Walsh. What a fantastic play. Great vision there by Walsh to set up Santana in front of the net, who just rocketed that one home to make it 8-0.
Yeah, DJ Walsh, that's what he's been doing all 3 years of his time here. If you don't watch much Millbrook hockey, that's DJ Walsh right there. Skates hard, skates fast, gets some space, and then just makes an unbelievable pass to set up Marco Santana right in the slot and puts it home.
And we'll get a little bit of a goaltending change for Hoosac number 74, Jude Ayling in net, the senior in net. July 13th birthday. It's close to my birthday, so
hey, well, happy birthday in July. I might forget to wish you that. I won't be around with you in July.
That is true. I would probably prefer being here in the Bonnecue talking hockey with you, but there is no hockey in the Bonnecue in July.
No, only tennis. So
only tennis, yeah.
I will stay away from school and take my break while it's tennis season around here.
Good save by Ayling there on Christo Walker, who had a good backhanded opportunity there. Good to see Gio Panicola working hard there, looking for his opportunity here as Walker will just give that one over to D'Souza. D'Souza back to Walker. Tried that one-timer, but was unable to get that on net. And good to see Nolan Cadu out there for his first shift of the night. Not Gio Panicola. Excuse me there. And as I was saying before, the goal, who at this point I don't even remember who scored. You've seen 8. But Marco Santana there is Nolan Cadu! An opportunity ggets denied by Ayling. As Cadu, another good story too. You played with him on JV Puck. What can you tell us about his game?
Yeah, I played with Nolan Cadu last year. Made the varsity squad this year. He is hard. Like, he hits you hard. He plays hard. I keep saying hard. There's a lot of gritty guys on this team. But Nolan Cadu hits hard. He packs a punch. A lacrosse player by trade and a hockey player in secondary, and he knows how to hit hard.
Yeah, as I was about to say, definitely a strength guy with the lacrosse background. I mean, he can fling that lacrosse ball wicked fast.
And he shoots that puck almost just as fast.
So he's definitely got the strength. But as I was saying, you normally get 7-0, 8-0 hockey games. You don't really see them. They're kind of uncommon. But girls varsity just winning 7-0. Yeah. Now boys varsity up 8-0 after, more or less 2 periods. Here's Gio Panicola. That was his opportunity. Patted away by Ayling using the blocker there as Cam Lowe will just dump that one in far post. But, Panicola's looking hungry. He's wanting that goal there as cross-ice pass. The stretch pass didn't work there, and Millbrook will go the other way as Keshner. Wow, big hit there as Lyad stared Rebello down.
He lined him up and finished him off.
Yeah. But Rebello pops right back up. No big deal for him.
You just wind him back up and he gets going again. He's amazing. A lot of energy.
Just under 40 seconds left in this second period of action. Millbrook's put up a 6 spot here to make it 8-0. Forced the goaltending change for Hoosac, having Jude Ayling in net there. And Ayling will come out to play that puck, leaves it over for Cam Shoot as Nate Rebello will move it over to Cam Lowe. Rebello now with the puck again. Rebello skates around, looking for an option. That pass in front of the net. Patted away by Ayling, as Rebello now with an opportunity, lost control of that one. Panicola right in the middle of his skates was the puck, but couldn't find it as clock will tick down. Vaughn with the shot wide of the net as that puck goes all the way back into the defensive zone for Hoosac, and that will be all she wrote for the second period. Millbrook putting up 6 goals, a lot of effort, some just awesome offense, an explosive offensive effort here in the second period for Millbrook. Charlie, what did you see?
I thought the first period was good. Obviously, this period was better. They moved their legs faster. They shot the puck more often. They found themselves in the right area, which typically is the front of the net more often. And the chemistry was just rolling.
Gotta love DJ Walsh's effort there with the goal and an assist in the period. setting up, Marco Santana in the dying moments of that second period, and obviously scored the absolute beauty on the forehand backhand move to beat Tompkins to make it 3-0 early in the second period. That feels like a very long time ago, but nonetheless, just a couple moments away from third period action, and after two, Millbrook 8, Hoosac 0.
already unmuted.
So it looks like Gabe Vassallo will be the starting netminder for the third period for Millbrook here. Good to see him get out there for some game action.
Yeah, I talked to Gabe earlier in the day today, and he said that on the schedule this game was supposed to be his. And then one of the TP games that Millbrook will close the season with was rescheduled to TP away. So then this became senior night, and of course Huggy is going to get the senior night start. So we're going to see Gabe Vassallo in for that third period. This game was originally supposed to be his. Hopefully he can make some waves in this game.
So we see Ayling in net for Husak. Remember, he came in late in that second period after Thompson let in the 8th goal of the game. And we'll see none other than Gabe Vassallo in between the pipes from Millbrook here to start the third.
Yeah,
anyway,
two very opposite goalie changes.
Yes, very, very opposite, and very different reasons for them. Fabrizio Mazzarelli now with the puck, looking to move the play forward as he finds his teammate and Mac Elliott. They're pretty good friends off the ice, them and DJ Walsh. Really a trio that's really close together, them and Cullen Hennessy too. Bryceland now with possession through neutral ice, so he's looking to get the wheels turning. Glove down by Cam Lowe, pushes that one out to center ice. And, you know, you're down 8-0. You're not winning this game if you're Husak. But what do you do if you're Husak to try and build momentum for the next game?
You go out and you win the third period. At least you'll have something positive to say. You work hard, and you know, hopefully if you get some goals in this third period, coach is going to be a little bit more lenient in practice tomorrow with those suicides.
Oh, you know Husak's getting the suicides tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, just this team is they've been on their heels all day. You know, you can tell that the players are frustrated. I'm sure the coaching staff is frustrated, and they're going to have a fun practice tomorrow.
It's going to be a lot of skating. Nonetheless, it's going to be Milan Bongiorno trying to work that puck free. He's able to do so as Panameno loses that in the middle of the ice as Charlie Holt got a little bit of a love tap by looked to be Dale Campbell. Alex Frazier out there once again after the goal. And that puck got somewhere. I thought it got on net, but then it just bounced around in some equipment somewhere.
It sounded like it hit the pad of Ayling and then may have taken a carom off of something else, but I think the initial shot hit the pad of Ayling.
That would make sense as Frazier trying to work free. Puck in front of the net, just wide of the goal mount there as couldn't quite tuck it home. Puck battle along the boards here, and it'll be Owen Atkins who touches up. And we have a whistle here.
Sending Millbrook back to power play. I think it's going to be, I believe the call is tripping, cross-checking, excuse me.
So different looking power play than we're accustomed to seeing. Obviously you're up 8-0, you want to try out some different guys out there, but it's going to be Papo Santana who's got a goal in this game. You'll see Mike Lucy and Nolan Cadu out there with Sam Renaud and Zach Walsh.
You know, and these moments are important because, you know, somewhere along the line, some guy maybe gets sick, he gets injured, he's not able to play, and you got to put somebody else on the power play unit. And yeah, you can practice with them in practice, but there's nothing like game experience. And so this is really good for the Millbrook power play unit and some of those guys to be able to get in, get taught, and get some game experience with the power play.
Good job by Renaud to leave that one for Lucy, but he gets tied up along the boards by Ezra Gale, who although captain for Huzak's had a pretty quiet game so far, rings the post. That was a shot from Renaud. Wicked wrister, couldn't quite find the back of the net as Ayling couldn't make the save, but the post could. Lucy looking to move the play the other way. Yeah, Charlie.
They say the post is the goalie's best friend. You hear that from Marc-Andre Fleury a lot. You see him rub the post a lot. That is exactly why.
And Gio Panicola now getting some power play time, really pulling for him to try and put one in the back of the net. As just over 50 seconds left on the power play for Millbrook, and just a couple ticks under 15 minutes left in this third period of action. If you're just joining us, Millbrook is leading 8-0. DJ Walsh having a fantastic game so far, having a couple assists and a goal. Cullen Hennessy, the first goal of today's game, back long ago in the first period to open up the scoring, and a flurry of goals from Marco Santana, Sammy Sow. Am I missing anyone? I mean, it has been
DJ Walsh. It's hard to keep track of the score sheet at this point, but you know what's good about that is depth scoring. You're not just naming the same guy who scored 4 out of the 8 goals, and then 2 other of your top guys scored the other 4. So depth scoring.
And surprisingly, Husak has actually been pretty good on the penalty kill tonight. I think they're 3 for 4, on the PK. As most of Millbrook's opportunities have come on 5-on-5 plays. It looks like Husak will have an opportunity here, going 2-on-1 the other way. Sharp angle shot, good save by Vassallo off the mask, and then a little bit of a shove at the end by Panameno, who just kind of lost control and skated into Vassallo, but everything's okay behind the play.
And that first save for a goalie coming off the bench is always hard and important to make it a save and not a goal. You know, you've been sitting there standing on the bench for about 40 minutes. So you got to get the legs moving, you got to get your brain engaged again. So it's good to see that he got sort of an easier first shot, and Vassallo was able to make the save and get his mindset in the game.
Big wrister by Pagel, slapper by Pagel. That one was deflected wide, and Husak will try and use that physical play that they've shown at times in this game here as Mike Lucy and Milan Bongiorno getting into it along the boards as this play is whistled down as Cullen Hennessy's bucket.
Yeah, you don't see that very often.
I don't know what happened there.
the tip of the cage got stuck in Hennessy's cage. So they were tied up like two bucks with their antlers tangled up. A little bit of a weird sequence, but
that stretch pass intercepted by Bongiorno as Mattercini now with possession, trying to get the play moving forward. Goes D to Cam Lowe, back over to Orsini, and he'll just let that one glide out to center as Cullen Hennessy dumps that one in deep. No icing as he gained the red line, so Millbrook will be able to get partial change as Bongiorno heckled by DJ Walsh, but it'll be Thomas DeMoulis able to come away with that one as
really good step up by Cam Lowe in the neutral zone. He knew he could get to that puck, and he stepped up and got it deep.
Max Brand going the other way now, looking for a passing lane. Isn't able to do so he'll just dump that one deep, but ends up going over the glass and out of play. So on senior night, I mean, you can't really ask for much more than this. 8-0 lead if you're just joining us with just under 12 and a half left to play in this hockey game. How has Millbrook commanded this game?
I think, honestly, chemistry. All the lines seemed like they were working well together, passing well, finding clean, crisp passes. We saw a lot of those odd man rushes that were chances for Millbrook, created because of tape-to-tape stretch passes, and that's all because of awareness and chemistry.
Sam Renaud lost an edge there as Husak will regain possession here as Sam Russo trying to skate into the offensive zone with a little bit of stick handling, but loses that one to Mac Elliott, who'll let that one go to neutral ice. Off the boards to Sam Turkowitz. That's too far for him. And Renaud, nice little bit of skating there to skate free of Turkowitz. Back over to Renaud. Renaud looking to move the play forward. He'll just dump that cross corner as Millbrook will get the offensive zone opportunity going now. Husak regains possession in their defensive zone, and they'll move that one to neutral ice. That'll be Tormodontov with the chip to the opposite corner, and D'Souza will move that one out of his defensive zone. Korpanicki back over to Renaud. Renaud looking for a passing lane. He'll find D'Souza. D'Souza moves it to the offensive zone, and Alex Frazier working hard to try and keep it there. It went right through his skates, and now Millbrook will have to go back on the forecheck to regain possession. And Dale Campbell, that's who also scored there too.
Yes.
In that second period, remember Millbrook got 6 goals in that second period. And, the game settled down here a little bit for Husak here in the third. And Millbrook's still definitely, taking advantage of a little bit better skating abilities and maybe a little bit more skill. That really take control as that pass right through the blue paint. Looks like we'll have a whistle here.
And that came off. It seems like we're going to have an upcoming penalty as no change, sorry. Excuse me, no penalty. Just the official yelling no change at the Husak bench.
Millbrook fan section happy with the 8-goal cushion. You don't really hear that as a cushion. It's more like a Princess and the Pea, 8 mattresses high kind of story as Husak trying to skate the other way. Good job by Keschner keeping that one in the offensive zone. Gave Valencia a little bit of a love tap with the stick as Millbrook now with full possession in the defensive zone. Not a lot of pressure here as Husak gets the change. Urban now through neutral ice, getting into the offensive zone. Urban, sharp angled shot, deflected wide off the glove of Ayling as Urban will try and work that one free. Hounds Diarra, but Diarra is able to get free, and as Owen Atkins couldn't quite corral that one as Keschner will work back. Atkins loving to use that physical play for Husak as Fabrizio Mazzarelli sometimes just does this, skates right through everyone. Shot wide, deflected I think that was. Good hit by Nolan Cadu there on Charlie Holt, who's gotten a couple big hits on him in this hockey game. He's popped up every time. Good to see him there once again. Just a loose puck there as Mazzarelli's able to finally skate free of pressure. But Urban got tangled up with Panameno, and
I think that was Lucy getting tangled up there.
Yeah, excuse me, you're right.
To broaden the view a little bit on the boys' season here, 4 games after today, this is their fifth last, if that sounds right. And in talking to Coach Soriento, he said the game plan is, and a lot of the players say the game plan is, we got to win 4 of these next 5. And so now that game plan becomes, if they continue to hold this lead, you never know what can happen in the game of hockey, but they got to win 3 of the next 4 after today.
And with a win today, which it looks like that will be after, 8 goals up in the third period with just under 9 minutes left to play. Big hit in neutral ice there between Bryceland and Lucy. Good to see both of them pop back up as Thomas Demoulas goes in to the offensive zone for Husak. But as I was saying, they'll move back to 500 with a win here, so that's big for them too.
I wouldn't start saying that this is a win in the books. You never know what can happen in the game of hockey.
And a little bit of an unnecessary shove there, blindsided. A little bit of a blindside hit by Mason Alderson. I was wondering when that was going to happen. Obviously, Mason Appleton plays for the Kraken. I had a feeling I was going to call Mason Alderson Mason Appleton at least once tonight. As Millbrook will skate the other way, Nate Rebello getting the legs going. Ezra Gale able to corral that puck in neutral ice, just dumps that one in the opposite zone. But, you'll move back to 500 as long as Millbrook's able to hang on with the cushion here. Gio Panicola skates in the opposite zone. Shot, deflected, never got to the net. Sam Russo was able to keep that one away. And Alexi Parent is trying to stick that one deep as Ryan D'Souza now with Cam Lowe. Lowe off the boards, trying to get Sam Sow going. Sam Sow, nice bit of hustle and hard work there. But Ezra Gale will find that one and tried to make a little move on Cam Lowe, but Alexi Parent wasn't able to do so. Good spin move by Ryan D'Souza. A little bit of an unorthodox.
Spinorama.
A little bit of an unorthodox move there in your own defensive zone. And
Yeah, D'Souza, one of the biggest guys on this team, weighing in about 225. You don't see a lot of fancy stick handling from him usually.
It's normally a lot of strength and high IQ plays from D'Souza. Love watching him work here. Is D'Souza looking for an option? D'Souza just let that one find his teammate in Panicola, but Panicola is having a little bit of a rough game. Isn't quite the sharpest at the moment, but he's still working hard. Took a penalty earlier on. Good to see him still out there. DJ Walsh hustling here.
And I don't think that Panicola's not as sharp as he normally is or something like that. He's just not playing with the confidence that comes with playing and scoring. When you score a goal, you get a lot of confidence and it makes you play better. And Gio hasn't experienced that yet this season. He's goalless throughout the season so far, and that's part of the reason he's not playing his best when he's frustrated, because he's not getting that confidence.
Mac Elliott and Max Brand tied up there. Both of them fell and crashed the ice. Big breakout pass to Panameno. This could be an opportunity here. Great play defensively by Raheem Mohammed, tangling Panameno up, and it looked like Panameno almost went with a little bit of a punch there, but I think he just lost his balance. Cole Hennessy going the other way, sharp angle shot, but that one goes wide of Ayling's net.
We're going to see a penalty upcoming against Husak.
Wonder if that's on Panameno or something else there, as Husak will get the touch here. And someone will go to the box for Husak.
Yeah, pure frustration is what we're seeing for Husak.
I mean, you're down 8-0. It's going to be Charlie Holt go into the sin bin.
No signal from the referee, but it's going to be, yeah, I would just say that it's pure frustration at this point for Husak. You're down 8-0, 6 minutes left. It feels like you're helpless to the whim of this Millbrook team. That's when you start to take penalties, because you try and hit everybody and you just make unnecessary and dumb plays like you did here, and you could further put your team below the 8-goal deficit and possibly to 9 if Millbrook's able to capitalize on this power play.
Great single-handed effort there by Fabrizio Mazzarelli, gaining the offensive zone. And Husak will put it back the other way. They'll get the change on the penalty kill. Good to see Gio Panicola out there along with, I can't speak right now. Panicola right in front of the net. Shot, saved by Ayling. It's still there, right there. Panicola trying to get a stick on it. Kesher now looking for an option. Will swing it to Panicola. Panicola, sharp angle shot. Trying to come up from behind the net, but got deflected and up and out of play.
And he is hungry. He really wants one here. You can see him working hard in front of the net. Kudos to Panicola with sticking with it, following up on the rebound, trying to get a third chance. Good job by Gio Panicola. And Zach Keshner, actually, too. Zach Keshner set Gio Panicola up for that second attempt, working well there below the dots.
Raheem Mohammed lost control of that one, so Millbrook's power play will have to reset here as Nate Rebello gets the pass in the offensive zone. Good job by Millbrook setting up the power play here as D'Souza lost control of it there. Puck goes in the air. D'Souza unable to control it and finds the puck now. Is just tied up along the boards. Owen Atkins working hard to get that free. And I think a good takeaway, honestly, from this Husak team.
A little bit of friendly fire
in this game. Is friendly fire really friendly if it's still firing at you? But nonetheless,
clear attempt hitting Danny Lykott, and he is hurting on the bench.
Just under 20 seconds left in this power play opportunity. Right in front of the net. Nate Rebello goes down trying to get it on the backhand. Gilles are able to just slap it down the ice. But as I was saying, Husak penalty kill's been pretty good today, especially being 8-0 down. You'd expect them to have struggled.
Yeah, it's been pretty solid. They're doing a good job getting in the lanes. Definitely blocking a lot of shots, but we're not seeing the full brute force of the Millbrook power play, but definitely kudos to them for blocking shots. It's hard to stay engaged and energized in a game where you're down 8-0, but if you're still blocking shots, you're doing something right.
Icing waved off here as Valente will leave that one as Keshner will get it, and Krista Walker in front of the net, and Korpanicki couldn't quite put it home. As Korpanicki also had a goal too.
Yeah.
And Ezra Gale able to clear it from the middle of the ice. Cam Lowe still looking for an option. I love Cam Lowe's game. Those just beautiful vision from him all the time.
He's a joy to watch day in and day out. So calm and collected on the blue line. He's got a really good shot, as you mentioned earlier in the broadcast. And he's just a lot of fun to watch. You know, he rarely makes mistakes, and that is exactly what you want on your back end.
Just look at him here, just really calm. Didn't see an option there. Put it back to Zach Walsh, another really calm, cool, collected defenseman. He's been a little quiet in today's game, but nonetheless.
Well, I don't know. That beauty of a stick handling play. No goals, but he's definitely working hard today.
Yeah, he had that beautiful stick handle, remember, in the second period to set up Sam Sowell. Or first period rather, to set up Sam Sowell with the goal.
And Krista Walker with some nice hands of himself.
We've definitely seen a lot of skill in this game as Mason Alderson going the other way. Not Mason Appleton, but Alderson here. Put that one right through the blue paint, and it's going to be a call here, thinking Zachary Keshner for a little bit of a shove in the back.
Yeah, cross-check through the numbers.
Graceland.
Keshner just sort of looking to stop, puts his stick on the back of Graceland, and pushes through. You know, penalty, yes. Unfortunate, also yes.
So just over 2 minutes left in this game here for Millbrook. What are our takeaways? I mean,
you know, you said it just a couple seconds ago. We've seen a lot of skill in this game, and that's the way this Millbrook hockey team should be playing. This Millbrook team is very skilled. There's a lot of guys with some really soft hands who can make a lot of stuff happen on their own, and that has happened all season. But the better part is that they use their skill to make things happen, and then they use the space they created to pass the puck and set up their teammates to put goals in the back of the net. And I think that's what they've been missing a lot this season, but it definitely happened today. And so let's see if they can carry it as they go into the tougher stretch of their schedule here. These last 4 games are going to give them a lot of trouble. So if they're able to use their skill to create space and then move the puck with that space, they're going to do really well.
Remember Husak on the power play here. Puck goes up to Bryceland, his shot deflected, and that'll go all length down the way of the ice. But you know, I still think it's good for some of these younger guys. I mean, this Millbrook team has, 12 seniors, 11 that are graduating, so there are a lot of old guys. So it's good for, you know, these games where you can get some younger players out on the ice, some players that don't play as much normally out on the ice. As it looks like Millbrook will go on 5-on-3 here with Brian D'Souza taking a slashing call with just over a minute left here.
Cross-checking.
Cross-checking, excuse me.
I totally disagree with that call. That is a poor call, a little bit of a makeup call by the official. D'Souza gave the guy a little shove on the back end, completely clean, and you know, he gets called for a cross-check. That is a poor call, poor officiating, makeup call that the referee, do better, man.
D'Souza, heated, slammed the door to the penalty box, and Keshner just telling him, you just calm down a little bit. It's okay. Sam Sowell just saying, calm down. He's not happy with it. Teammates just telling him to calm down, but
I had something else.
He's a little riled up down there. We'll get that one free, so you know, you win 8-0.
Yes. Injury update. John McLaughlin has not been on the bench for this Millbrook hockey team as he left this game with an injury. We're not sure what, and I don't really remember any specific play where he went down, so hopefully something just minor that took him out of this game. But we don't see him on the bench now.
So, maybe a little early, but we have to go 3 stars of the game. What are we thinking?
I'm gonna wait for the play to expire. I don't like to jump the gun. J.D. Whiting did this to me in the previous broadcast. He made me wait another 4 seconds as Gabe Vassallo with some nice saves there and a follow-up save.
Fantastic!
What a sequence! Oh my gosh!
Fantastic goaltending by Gabe Vassallo.
Tic-tac-toe saves for Gabe Vassallo. And you can hear it from the crowd. They are impressed.
They're liking it. Runan Gibsall, really well-liked guy on this Millbrook team. Hasn't seen the ice that much this year, especially with Jake Hugerson being that workhorse in net, and then Tyler Spokane coming back, late in the season after injury. And Millbrook has an opportunity here. Alex Frazier lost possession of the puck, and Cam Lowe will just slap that one on net. Frazier will dump it in.